The following is 100% totally fan-made, so please enjoy and always support the official release.
Oh, this ought to do it.
Hey, Simon. What are you up to?
Hello, Jeanette. I was just working on my latest invention.
Oh, what is it?
It's a state-of-the-art camera.
Oh, sounds intriguing. Would you like some help?
As a matter of fact, you may be able to help me. Would you like to test it?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Now, if you could just stand over there, I'll take this little remote.
All right.
Simon! My invention! Alvin, I'm going to kill you.
Whoa, bro. I'm sorry. I was just wondering where you were.
Well, now you know, so get out!
Oh, fine.
I swear, one day, Alvin's gonna go too far.
Simon, it's Alvin.
Yeah, I know. It's just infuriating, Jeanette.
I know how you feel. Brittany can be the same way sometimes. But I cope with it. She's my sister after all, and I love her.
Yeah, and Alvin's my brother, and I love him.
Maybe you were a little harsh. You just need to let off a little steam.
That's a good idea, and I think I know just how to. Jeanette, could you grab that microphone? I think it's time for Simon's rants.
All right. I got it, Simon.
Salutations, everyone. I am Simon Saville. Today, I'm gonna be sharing a certain story with you all about a certain brother of mine. It really had me going.
It kind of scared me.
Oh, and I forgot to mention it, but Jeanette joins me today.
Hello.
All right, so, first off, I'd like to say, I'm sorry that I scared you, Jeanette. I don't usually get angry like that. But this invention, it took me such a long time to do, and it just got destroyed, just like that.
I accept your apology, Simon. I get it. You were flustered and angry.
Thank you, Jeanette.
Now, about the invention. What exactly was it? 'Cause I asked you and, well, we never got to really test it.
Oh, yes. Well, the invention was a state-of-the-art camera. Do you remember that one episode of The Big Bang Theory where Sheldon pretended to be a robot?
I do. I love that episode. Wait, so you tried to recreate Sheldon's robot?
Affirmative, Jeanette. I was actually going to try to make it better by trying to give it robotic arms so that it could be used to open doors, cling to things, etc.
Wow, that sounds like it would have been extremely advanced. Weren't you worried it might short-circuit in the rain?
It was a fear I had, but one I intended to solve.
How?
Oh, by installing a circuit breaker on the end of the arms and connecting them to the main control unit.
That's ingenious, Simon. How long did it take you to finish just the camera layer?
Approximately 2 weeks, and the arms would have taken just as long, if not longer.
So you can build this again? But it did take you a month?
Roughly, yes.
Maybe I can help you next time.
I was actually gonna ask you to help me install the arms and figure out the encryption on my laptop. But then, of course, Alvin showed up. And he destroyed my machine. 2 weeks. And for what? A broken camera and a screen? Busted up wiring and a small fire that I had to put out with my emergency fire extinguisher.
Simon, I actually dropped the remote.
You what?
I'm so sorry, Simon. I was shocked when Alvin slammed the door, and that the remote just slipped out of my hands. I must have fallen on the forward button, and that's why it slammed into the wall.
I don't blame you, Jeanette.
I still need to be less clumsy, especially around this sort of machinery. I could hurt myself. Or worse, you.
Believe me, Jeanette, I've been scorched, sprayed, and even glued to my inventions that went wrong. This isn't even in one of my top 10. I'm pretty sure that you being here won't hurt me. And I'll always be sure to keep you safe, too.
Thank you, Simon.
You're welcome, Jeanette.
Simon, Jeanette, dinner's ready.
Be right there, Dave. Well, that seems to be about it. Anything to say before we sign off, Jeanette?
No, Simon. I'm good. I am glad we did this. You look much better now than before we started.
I feel better, too. That's what this show does for me. Anyways, time to say goodbye. Thanks for listening to me rant, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Hello! Welcome back to the Monkcast, everyone! The only show on the internet to feature the chipmunks answering questions. I think. I haven't checked. And, of course, the chip hats are here, too. Of course, I was getting to that. Today, we have nominated Jeanette to read out the questions for us. Thank you, Alvin. I should also mention that, this is the penultimate episode. So that means next week is our last episode of this season. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was getting to that. After which, the last episode, we're gonna take, about a couple months off. But we're gonna bring you our individual videos, like Simon's Rants and Brittany Talks, and I have one in the works too, where I play video games. It's gonna be awesome. Alvin Plays? Nah, that's too simple. I'll come up with a better name later. Okay then, without further ado, here is the first comment of today's video. And I hope we have more this time. It's fun doing this. Jeanette, don't digress. Oh, right. Well, the first comment today comes from Mila's Mix Media. And they say, mental health is super important these days. I've been struggling a lot lately with myself, including getting very sick with COVID. Earlier in the year. Sorry. During Christmas and New Year's. But I'm starting to feel like myself again. I'm glad. And I feel more happier and healthier and, changing my lifestyle a bit. It's great to see you guys do exercises. By the way, Brittany, Jeanette, and Eleanor, you look great in those yoga outfits. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Struggling with mental health is never good. And sick with COVID? Well, I'm just glad to hear you're feeling better and taking steps to improve your lifestyle. It's so important to prioritize your physical and mental health, especially in times like that. Yeah, we've been doing our best to stay active and healthy, especially with all the time we spend traveling and performing. And I'm glad you like our yoga outfits. They were Brittany's idea. Oh yeah, there's no reason we can't exercise and feel good and be stylish at the same time.
Well, I hope for one that you continue to take care of yourself and prioritize your well-being. And if you ever need someone to talk to, we're always here for you. Mental health is just as important as physical health. And we'll support you in any way we can.
Absolutely. Next up, Party Rock 2081 says, question for the Chipettes. In Egypt, what were you girls wearing? Oh, during our little world tour. Well, they were just traditional Arabian dress. They were a little revealing, but, when in Rome, or Egypt in this case. Well, even though we were forced to wear those outfits, it was fun to explore a different culture.
Some people describe those outfits as slave girl outfits because they look kind of like what Princess Leia wears in the movie Star Wars or something. They do, and they can probably have that definition, but yeah, they're just, outfits to help us blend in. But I agree, they were totally revealing.
On a side note, we would have changed back into our normal clothes if someone didn't throw our suitcase overboard. Brittany, we all did that to lighten the load. Yeah, I know. Okay, next up, Mariam, ZF6WB says, hey, chipmunks and chipettes, I have a question for all of you. Have you watched the show My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic? If so, who are your favorite characters? Oh, I must admit I haven't yet had the pleasure of watching My Little Pony, Friendship is magic. But if I were to pick a favorite character based solely on the name, I'd have to choose Rainbow Dash. The name just sounds so cool.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of the show. And my favorite character has to be Twilight Sparkle. She's a fascinating study in intelligence and curiosity, and always eager to learn and discover new things.
Pinkie Pie is definitely my favorite. She's just so fun and silly, always making people laugh. Oh, every pony laugh. Plus, she's got a real talent for baking cupcakes, just like me. It's a tough one, but I think I'd have to say Rarity is my favorite. She's so creative and fashionable, always putting together the most amazing things. And she's not afraid to take risks, which I really admire. I have to say, Twilight Sparkle is my favorite as well. She's a natural problem solver, always looking for solutions and figuring things out. She's got a real sense of logic and reason, and I find that very appealing.
I just love Fluttershy. She's so gentle and kind, always putting the needs of others before her own. And she's got such a deep love and appreciation for animals. She's just an inspiration to me.
That was lovely, Eleanor. Okay, next up, Chan Theo Undi says, "What's up, Alvin? I have a question for you and your brothers. Are you guys gonna make a new motion picture movie in 2023? Want to make things simple. Well, I can't say for sure about a new motion picture this year, but you never know what the future holds, right? We're always up for new adventures, so who knows? Keep your eyes and ears open, and you might just get some exciting news."
Yes, while we don't know of any specific plans for a motion picture this year, we're always open to new opportunities. We love making music and entertaining our fans. So if the right project comes along, we'll definitely consider it.
Yeah, as much as we'd love to give an announcement here, we don't have any confirmed plans. But like Alvin said, you never know what surprises the future could hold. We'll keep working hard to spread our chipmunk cheer wherever we go. Yeah, there are no confirmed plans, but hey, if you're looking for ideas, movie companies, a Chip Act origin story, I know it's amazing. All the glitz, glamour, all the excitement and trauma. You guys are missing out. Yeah, patience is key. Good things come to those who wait. Anyway, next up, Hector Orlando, 2008 says, "What's up, Chip Hats and Chipmunks?" Oh, that makes a change. "It's great to see you all again. And this time, I've got a question for Simon and Jeanette." Okay. "Have you both ever done the Diet Coke and Mentos?" Does it mean Mentos?
Yes, Jeanette.
Versus the regular Coke and Minnows science experiment together before. And if you have, then what are your thoughts of doing it for having a new discovery?
Ah, the wondrous Diet Coke and Mentos experiment. We have, in fact, embarked on this scientific endeavor together. It was an extraordinary convergence of curiosity and chemistry, where the collision of Mentos candies and Diet Coke elicited a mesmerizing reaction. The ensuing spectacle, a gushing fountain of effervescence, left us astounded by the sheer magnitude of the eruption.
Indeed, it was a captivating escapade. We ventured forth, driven by insatiable thirst for knowledge and a penchant for the extraordinary, witnessing the enchanting synergy between the Mentos and the Diet Coke. We found ourselves swept away in a breathtaking dance of science and delight. The exuberant release of carbonation unfolded before our very eyes, leaving an indelible impression of wonder and discovery.
Geez, between the two of you, you could write a dictionary. I know some of these words. References.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, Alvin. Thank you. Well, next up, Antonio Muschetta, 9288 says, "Hi, chipmunks and chipettes. My name is Antonio Muschetta, and I am a big fan of you guys, including Eleanor is my favorite chipette. I have 2 questions for her. Are you ticklish? My second question, what makes you laugh?
Okay, let me just try and use that whole dictionary thing that you guys were trying. Because I'm smart too. I can do it. Okay, to answer this question. Okay, hello. No, greetings, dear Antonio. It warms my heart to know that I'm your most cherished chipette. Allow me to address your inquiries with utmost delight. To the matter of being ticklish, I gotta say, I must confess that indeed I possess the gentle susceptibility to tickles. The lightest brush against my sides or a playful prod can elicit giggles that dance like tiny butterflies in the air. As for what makes me laugh, well, I'm sorry. It's a tapestry woven from the threads of whimsy and joy, to the innocent humor of Theodore's mischievous antics with Alvin, the clever wordplay exchanged amongst my fellow chipettes and chipmunks, to the simple pleasures found in the world around me. They all conspire to ignite the flame of laughter within my soul. A heartfelt chuckle dances upon my lips when love and laughter intertwine, creating a sympathy of mirth and resonance that is joyous as the essence of life itself.
What? Are you guys writing a book or something? That's like the best writing we've ever had on this show. Who wrote this one? Shakespeare?
Alvin, what are you going on about?
You guys are all talking like you're all the smart ones.
Well, if you had a little more faith in yourself, perhaps you could answer a question with literary mastery.
Okay, lay one on me, Jeanette. I don't know how to tell you this, but we've run out of questions. We only have about 6 per episode.
If you really need a question to answer, Alvin, I can give you one. What is your take on Pythagoras' theorem?
Oh, all right. Listen up. You want Alvin Seville's take on the Pythagoras theorem? Oh, well, here it is. The Pythagoras theorem is an absolute classic, a fundamental pillar of geometry. It states that in a right-angled triangle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the 2 other sides. Oh, yeah, you heard me right. That's all about squares, baby. Oh, now, let me break it down for you. You've got a right-angled triangle, see? One side, the hypotenuse. The longest one and the other 2 sides are the legs. So if you square the length of each leg and add them up, you get the square of the hypotenuse. It's like a mathematical puzzle waiting to be solved. See, math may not be as flashy as rock and roll, but it's all about precision, logic, and unlocking the secrets of the universe. The Pythagorean theorem, oh, it's just one of those magical formulas that helps us understand the relationships between those pesky triangles. So, embrace the theorem, my friends, and it's a mathematical brilliance to light up your world. And remember, it's Alvin, genius chipmunk.
That was certainly, unexpected. Alvin's take on the Pythagorean theorem, while entertaining, may not have exactly aligned with the conventional scholarly explanations. It's clear that his unique perspective and a flair for showmanship took a forefront, leaving me somewhat perplexed. You see, the Pythagorean theorem, formulated by the ancient Greek mathematician Pythagoras, I'll have you know, is a fundamental principle in geometry. It establishes a relationship between the lengths of the sides of a right-angled triangle. According to the theorem, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the 2 sides. Other 2 sides. It's a beautiful concept that has far-reaching applications in various mathematical fields. Alvin's, interpretation, on the other hand, added a distinctive rock and roll flavor to the equation, which, while entertaining, might have overshadowed the mathematical precision of the theorem itself. It's just Alvin being Alvin, I suppose. Always finding a way to infuse his own brand of piz-paz into any topic, no matter how complex. But hey, that's what makes us chipmunks so unique, right? We each bring our own quirks and perspectives to the table, and while Alvin's response may not have been the scholarly explanation one might expect, it certainly kept things interesting. So, let's celebrate our individuality and continue to embrace the wonders of knowledge in all its forms.
Yeah, that's great, Simon, but Alvin, how did you know? Ow, the chest again, Brittany? How do you like it if I poke yours? Ow! I will just keep poking you back. Guys, stop it. You're not enemies. You're friends. You're right, Jeanette. I'm sorry, Alvin. But I've got to know. How did you know that?
If I might provide an answer to that little question?
Please, Eleanor.
Sure. Alvin, do you remember that thing I gave you to listen to overnight? Did you fall asleep with it on?
Yeah? Why? I missed the whole thing.
It was a recording of Miss Smith's geometry class. It must have, got stuck in your brain while you slept.
What? That works? Oh, I could be an overnight genius. I could do anything. Where's the sports recordings?
No, Alvin, it's not as... Oh, you'll find out.
Wow, that's the first time I've seen Alvin leave a show early. So, I guess we're at the end now?
I guess we are. Thank you so much for watching our show, everybody. And thank you more if you're watching this right now on the premiere. It's not often we get to say that, but if you're watching this live, hello, I'm Simon, the smart one. She's Brittany, the pretty one, I think. I wouldn't say that, I'd say it's Jeanette, but... What? Nothing, Jeanette. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your questions or comments or whatever it is in the comments section below, and we will try and answer them on the next episode, which is the final episode of this season, sorry. And we will return a couple months later, if you don't know that already. So yeah, also subscribe if you haven't. That's very important. Subscriber questions take priority, and so do new subscribers, too. So we don't keep answering the same people every week. Anyway, until next time, guys, have a good one, and keep on monkin'. Yeah, I don't do it as well as Alvin. Keep on monkin'.